day was really, really cool. I went to a place in a state, I guess you could call it, a sprawling property of 200 acres. And somebody told me about this on Monday. Before Monday, I had no idea this place even existed. And as you know, I have a book out on presidential road trips, presidential historic sites across the country. And they're like, oh, if you like presidential history, you have to go to this place. And it's called Sunnylands. And I thought, Sunnylands? That sounds like a theme park or something. What kind of thing? And they're like, no, 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 you have to go. So I checked it out, and I went there today. So it was the home of Walter and Leonore Annenberg. Do you know who these people are by chance?
Who is this?
It's okay to say no. Walter and Leonore Annenberg.
Well, there's like an Annenberg Foundation that I've heard of, but no, I haven't heard of these people.
Okay, well, neither had I before Monday, so don't feel too bad. So these people were Walter inherited a publishing company back in the 50s from I believe it was his father, and he became very, 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 very successful because of the creation of one particular publication. You want to take a guess? It was in 1952 when this thing debuted.
I want to say Playboy.
That's a good guess. TV Guide.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And this guy, this is crazy. So I looked this up actually tonight. At its peak, TV Guide was making between $600,000 and $1 million profit each week. So you can imagine how much money this guy was cranking out. But yes, you mentioned the foundation. They were very charitable, but they had this place here in Rancho Mirage, so about 30 minutes from Palm Springs. And they built this winter retreat called Sunnylands back in 1966. So 200 acres, and they wanted to turn it into like the Camp David of the West, because they would mingle with all of these high-profile people, a lot of politicians. 8 different presidents had been there. The Eisenhowers played golf there. Gerald Ford and Nixon would come and hang out. The Reagans would be there almost every New Year's Eve. They'd have like a big party, the New Year's Eve party. The Reagans always would attend. Frank Sinatra got married there. Queen Elizabeth had been there. They did a lot of like political stuff. So George Bush Sr. used their home to host the Japanese prime minister at some point in the early 90s. I mentioned Nixon. Obama hosted the Chinese president there for talks at one point. And
so it really is Camp David of the West.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. People can tour the home now. Both of the husband and wife they've passed on now, and the home is or the estate, I guess, whatever the property is in some sort of a trust. So they still use it to do. There's a public area where you can come for free and kind of walk through some gardens. But they use it for retreats still. They do 14, 15 of these retreats each year with, high profile people and companies and things like that. There's a 9-hole golf course beautiful views. The house is huge, tons of artwork. Like there's a Picasso in there and a Van Gogh, and it's unbelievable. And when you walk into the room where they have all of their photos of the people who have been there, and the little autographs and things like that, you are just absolutely amazed. And I had absolutely no idea this place existed before Monday.
And what's the name of it?
It's called Sunnylands.
Sunnylands.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. You think about TV. Yeah. You think about TV Guide for a second. TV Guide. That's how you knew what was on TV, and you can only imagine the advertisements. Right, everybody would sit down. Let's see what's on TV tonight. So every advertiser would want to be on a Tuesday or a Friday or had a couple articles in there. You want to promote some new TV show, you put it in TV Guide. Talk about a license to print money. The TV Guide, right? Holy mackerel!
And that is exactly what I told the tour guide today as I was walking around and just looking at the china and everything that they had in this house. I was like, these people were printing money. back in the day from TV Guide. I mean, unbelievable. And you're right. Everybody wanted to be in TV Guide. And there was a great episode of Seinfeld where George's father gets his TV Guide stolen from Elaine or something. I can't remember that one. But yeah, no, really cool place. Really cool place.
All right. Did you have a book signing there?
Oh gosh, that would be awesome. If I got a book signing at that place. But I did a book signing today in Palm Desert, California, at the Palm Desert Public Library, which was awesome. It was the first one that I've done for this new book. I write these travel guides, McGraw. This is the 7th one that I've done, and I don't particularly love writing them, but what I do enjoy is putting together these presentations about all the things that I learned and producing, some video content and sharing stories with people at these, engagements. And I do them at, libraries and museums and for different organizations and things like that. And they're a lot of fun because I really like interacting with folks and telling the stories. And so, so I had the first one today. It went great, except, here's the deal. There's always like one, and it's always a woman. I don't know why. There's always some lady, older lady in the audience at every single one of these with a yellow notepad taking notes. She's too cheap to buy my book, but she will write down everything that I mention and it's weird. I feel like I'm giving some sort of like a college lecture, because I'm up in front of the group and there's a lady taking notes everything that I write. And but no, they were all very nice, and it was great. I'm happy to be back doing those.
All right, so the book is Presidential Road Trips: 100 Places to Explore and Experience the History of American Presidents. You did one, as you said, in Palm Springs, but you also